Just a wee quiet town, just a couple over from mine. You might recognise this for the Da Vinci Code book and movie. So I'm going to head down towards the chapel, do some filming. It's possibly going to be a site for one of the murders in my book. So I'll be back in a minute. Just over that ridge there's where I've come from. It's quite rural all around. Oh, there's a really kick-ass, like, modern house there. That's the chapel up there. Be heading into it. Down the hill where they keep all the secrets, or something to do with siege. One or the other. A wee bit closer. We'll look at the sign up here. Thankfully we're within the town, because it's taken a while to get here even though it's quite close by. Bus route, as I was saying, stops pretty much every couple of bloody yards, it seems. It's quite a cool bit of grounds on the go. You can see plenty of good places for a person to get killed, if that's what you were into. As I always learn from a book, not in real life, when you kill anyone. Well, I wouldn't tell you as I would. Not that stupid. It's like Blair Witch. If only they stuck to the main road. There's a bunch of elderly people over there, possibly booking themselves in for the funeral. So we'll be back to kind of crappy video and sound quality for this one. So it's back on the tablet, but hopefully the scenery will make up for it. It's a wee house, cottage, possibly two. Guessing the person that looks after the places stays there. It's not going to be very technical, this video, and I don't know anything about it. It's actually the first time I think I've been up to it. I've been staying here for about a year and I don't think I've been before. I've been to the park. There's a Roslyn country park where we walked our dog. It's a cool house over there now. It's not as out in the way as it was in the Da Vinci Code movie. All these houses, there's a whole street of houses there, and then there's these ones, and then there's a centre, and there's dog walkers. You know what I mean? It's not remotely quiet and around. I don't know why it's such a shock when folk turn up. They probably live down there. That's pretty cool. So if I'll be able to get that on camera. In the distance just there, it's a telephone box in someone's garden. There's the chapel. There's the chapel there. probably the murderer from my book driving off. There's the chapel. There's the big gas centre right next to it that I didn't see in the movie. I won't be going round it today, I don't think. I'm pretty sure it's a buy a ticket. £9 to get in, so I'm about to get till to start filming. So, turns out they're not actually that bothered if I was filming or not. I just wanted to know if I was shooting a documentary or if it was just like a touristy thing. Christ, my hat's so squint. Even worse, there we go. Yeah, it's cold enough for a hat in Scotland, but apparently not a jacket. Yeah, I don't know who would film a documentary on a tablet, but I guess there's got to be the first, isn't there? So this morning I was at just one town over from where I stay, a place called Lone Head. There's a library building there, it's like the headquarters for the area, and they have like a family history and like history of this area, Midlothian area. I think it's Midlothian, could be wrong. Stay here, don't know, don't really care. It's a Lothian. Anyway, so was there, was asking questions, and it dawned on me about 15 minutes in, the guy didn't really have a Scooby answer to anything, so my next port of call is going to be, I'll probably go to the local paper, see if I can have a look at newspaper articles for the time period that my book starts. So, what I know about here is I'm going to have to find out. I know it was 1983 that they refurbed the chapel. The guy that technically owns the chapel, who back then was a policeman, he got a grant for government to renovate the inside, make it, at the time it was to be livable, but it had to be open to the public, was the thing about it. So I know it's been open to the public since that renovation was done, which I'm guessing probably took a couple of years. So when my book started in 87, the chapel's open to the public. Makes me wonder, when did that building on the side get put up there? I'm guessing not then, because it doesn't even look like an 80s building. But I need to get some pictures of it. I also have to have a recce to see how easy it would be to dump a body inside it. Because if that building was there, the location will change to the park. Because this one's a staged murder in my book. You can take that anywhere you want. It could be the killer, could be a copycat, could be anything. The story's open to interpretation. So, what can the whole foot fall? So it'll be up to the reader to piece things together. You could look at it as I'm getting more confident in what he's doing, or you could look at it as nutters breed nutters that want to copy them. So if not there, it'll be the park, and I'll just do it down where the cars park or something, just off it at the picnic area. So this is the first location shot I've filmed for these. I'll be doing another one I'll be redoing my first location that I shot at, that I screwed up. Everything was upside down. I was going to post it, but it's a bit shit. I don't want to waste people's time. Because I'll probably at some point want to add these clips to a website where I can, it depends if my book's a if my book comes out as an ebook, I'll set up a website where I can sell the ebook from, and these videos will be probably edited, so this bit isn't in it. But these videos will be basically offer type diaries of the writing process. I'm hoping as I go along you'll get an insight into what a writer goes through when they're doing a novel, the ups and downs and all that. So people out there that aren't writers will see what it's like, and people that are writers will see that they're not the only one that goes through it. So yeah, it's the first one of probably many. I now have to try and work out how the hell I get back to my house. I know I have to get a bus that goes in, let me see, that direction and not that direction. Apart from that, not got a clue. The bus goes back a different way from I came. Bus I've never been on before. So I think it goes through a town called Auchendenny, which is just the most Scottish sounding word ever. Auchendenny. Auchendenny Day, that. See, it just sounds like it should be in a sentence. So I'll be probably getting home later than my wife is coming in for Edinburgh, and she's about, I don't know how mile away it is, it's about 40 minutes in the car. And she doesn't leave work for another 3.5 hours. So if I beat her home, I'll be happy. I've got a funny feeling I might have to walk a part of the way to actually get a bus stop, because apparently in this little town it seems to be full of like no one under the age of like 70. Apparently none of them get on a bus, or if they do, it's just a bus that goes from one end to the other and back. I don't know what the hell that was about. There's a bus that literally goes 3 stops and that's it, and it's all in the one town. The town's not big. Why the hell do you need a bus that does that? I don't know. But I'll be trying to get a bus home so I can upload this, because there's no Wi-Fi here. It's like, you know, out in the middle of the countryside basically. Yeah, so no Wi-Fi. Barely get Wi-Fi when you leave the house. You get it for about half your trip. I've gone to the post office, I get about, I don't know, 500 yards, and internet cuts out on my phone because the signal's that shit. Why do I keep walking up these hills? Right, so I'll be trying not to get knocked down, and I'll see you in a bit. Right. Finally made it back home, and not too bad time, only 45 minutes, something like that. Luckily caught a bus just as it was coming around the corner. Oh, the bus driver wasn't very happy that where I was standing is not the proper bus stop for that bus apparently. Even though it has on the bus stop, it's written the number of that bus, but well, I wasn't going to argue. So back home. Time for a cup of tea or coffee or something, and I'll upload this video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.